Center. Yeah. So trying out a new format. So basically, I flipped my phone. I'm now recording from the back camera, and yeah. So today I was again reading Dom Enlightenment. I think this is part 9 of that series. And today I was reading about CSS sheets and how we can programmatically change them, right? So we can access the property using something called node.sheets, and from node.sheets we can access sheet rules. So CSS rules, which is basically the object in which you write the properties, that you can access through that, and you can manipulate through that also. You can insert a rule, you can delete a rule. So basically, to insert a rule, it is pretty simple, right? So it is basically just give the object as a string that you want to insert. Like p tag will have a color red, for example, p open curly braces and color red and an index number. So on that index it will provide, since it's cascading, so everything is indexed. But this way of manipulating through index is generally not recommended according to the book, and it makes perfect sense, since while writing the code only, it should be arranged in a manner that you should not be able to arrange it uh, in the sense key. You will be able to, you should have to change it at indexes. So yeah, that I got to learn today, and it is generally there are better ways to deal with the same problem of changing it. Also, you can change a particular style by using CSS styles. Index style dot color is equal to red, for example, and you can also disable a style sheet by providing the disable attribute to it, which is pretty handy. So yeah, that is interesting. I never assumed that a style sheet would have a disable property to it. I was also reading about how old, like in the book, it was mentioned how in old ways we used to append scripts to a 8 anchor tag, right? So which is very interesting. So anchor tag could href to a JavaScript by using href is equal to double bracket like air bracket JavaScript colon the JavaScript code, and that would work, which is very interesting. And in the book, it was written about to avoid using self-closing tags, which is very interesting because I stumbled upon the same thing uh, by Theo and Rich Harris. They were also talking about the same thing, why you should not use self-closing tag in HTML. I tried looking for it. I will again come back to this and finish this topic by self-closing tag should be avoided. Yeah, I'll look into that. And also, script tags provide asynchronous behavior, which is quite interesting. So, not just plain JavaScript, but you can use asynchronous in the script tag itself, so which can give it a asynchronous behavior. No, let's try to. Yeah, continuing. So, another interesting thing that I found by reading the book was it was mentioned that you can append new JavaScript code to the same script tag, but since the DOM has already passed everything and executed the JavaScript while it was already the DOM was getting passed, so there is no point. It will just get add on as a text and not actually execute any JavaScript. So this is very interesting, right? Now another interesting thing that I found was JavaScript is synchronous, and so is the parsing of the DOM, right? So basically, when DOM is being passed and it encounters JavaScript, it blocks and it stops everything else and it executes the JavaScript. Hence, if the first JavaScript bundle that we get is heavy in the sense that it is making a network call, downloading a huge bundle, then it will slow down the performance and nothing will show for the user on the home screen. So there are multiple ways to deal with this. First, the way the book tells us about using deferring. This is interesting. We can defer it, and after the DOM has passed, we can just start executing the bundle JavaScript. start getting the bundle JavaScript, right? Another way is to make the task asynchronous, so it executes in parallel, so we don't have to worry about it. The third way was to do everything on load. So when DOM is bundled, then you can use on load to get the external files when it is done. Yeah. So that's about it for today. This update. I'm also thinking about doing some DSA for fun. Like I used to do that before. I used to do code forces and everything. Now I'm thinking about should I do it back again? Just like few days a week, like 2 days a week. Should I do it? Just some thoughts. Yeah, that's about today.